The first step in improvement and self-growth is realizing there is a problem and accepting that there needs to be change. Hi
Hi,
everyone,
everyone.
welcome back to our channel. My name is Nadia,
I'm Farida.
and today we'll be talking about the 10 signs you lack self-love.
So, number one is that you hide your true self from others. So, you're masking yourself. This is when you don't think that you're worthy of self love so much and others to love you that you don't show people your true self, and you kind of try to mask yourself in gatherings or when you're speaking with other people. You don't let your emotions be known, or you kind of just camouflage to be whatever someone is expecting when they're having a conversation with, because you're afraid that when people are conversating with the true you, they might not accept you.
Yes. And then the second one is overanalyzing your own behavior. This is when every time you're sitting down, you're thinking to yourself, am I sitting the proper way, or am I walking the proper way, or oh, am I saying the wrong thing? Am I behaving the right way? So you're overanalyzing everything you're doing, and you're not confident enough to just relax and just do whatever you want to do freely without overthinking it.
True. And then the third point that we have is that you study others around you so you can mimic them. So when you come in a surrounding or an environment,
like I would just look at my sister and be
try
like,
to,
she's sitting this way, so let me sit this
and
way.
if you're someone who naturally, because I'm someone who naturally, like, I can't do it.
Or if you see someone sitting like this,
Like
you start
that.
to sit like this.
Yeah.
So you start to mimic someone's behavior because you want them to like you,
Or
and you
want,
think
you don't want to stand out.
Yes. Or and you don't love your own behavior that you feel like you have to adopt someone else's.
Yeah.
The fourth one, which is the fear of what others think of you and how you are. So you're very you care a lot about self-conscious. You care so much about what others have to say or think about you because you don't love yourself, and you're so focused on making sure you present yourself in this unreal image and hoping that they will love you.
Yeah. And our fifth point is the struggle with overeating or not eating. And this is self-consciously.
Self-image.
Yeah. When you're thinking about, oh, I don't want to be too fat, or I'm too skinny,
or people won't like me,
or you're just getting to that zone where you're not very happy with yourself, kind of going down a depressive mode way where you kind of tend to overeat, or you are not eating nutritious foods that will keep you
or
healthy.
simply not eating what you want because you don't think your body looks good enough. That is a huge sign of lack of self-love.
Or that other people might judge you if you go out together and your the plate in front of you looks massive compared to someone ordering a salad. Little do you know, if that person goes home, what are they eating? You don't know.
Yes. So. Which brings us to our next point, which is feeling inferior. If you feel inferior to someone else, your friend, your cousins, that is a lack of self-love, because when you're so focused on thinking someone else is better than you, that means you have an image that you're not worthy, or you don't love yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe that a lot more.
I think you did good. And the seventh point is not enough time to build on your own happiness. And this is when you're so worried about making everyone happy, running left and right, going everywhere, trying to please everyone, that you don't ever take the time enough to make sure that you are happy. And if something makes you happy, you don't take enough time for that to make sure that you're satisfying yourself first before trying to please others.
Yes. And our eighth point is insecurity about intelligence. When you lack self-love, you start to undermine your intelligence, thinking that you're not that intelligent. You just downplay everything in your life, including your intelligence.
Yeah. And this is when in conversations you're not able to truly say things because you're afraid you might say things wrong.
It happens a lot in classroom setting. I'm always that one student that's always, teacher, did you ask this? Oh, are you about to ask this? I'm going to answer it. And that just goes to show that you have self-love and confidence and believe in your intelligence. But when you lack self-confidence and love, you start to just sit there, and even if you have the right answer, you're just quiet because you're so focused on,
the
oh,
things
I'm
that you
gonna,
could say
yeah,
wrong. And it goes back to some of her points of over analyzing yourself, kind of masking around,
yeah,
and not truly being your true self.
true.
And
Nine.
ninth point is that you're too hard on yourself. Please don't be a victim of being too hard on yourself. It's really hard out there enough that you don't want to make yourself, like, you don't want to be hard on yourself also. People make life hard enough. You don't have to add on to that to yourself. I'm just saying. This is when you might be carrying your phone like this. This is my sister's phone. You might be carrying it like this, and like maybe like that, or like, just don't do it. Or you might be dressed a certain way, but you start criticizing yourself from head to toe, and by the end of the day you become your own negative self-Nancy. Don't do that.
Yes.
And try not to be too hard on yourself. Give yourself a break sometimes, and pat yourself on the back with every improvement that you do.
Yes, and which brings me to the 10th point, which is hyperfixation on your shortcomings. Every small thing that goes wrong, you're very fixed at it, and you keep analyzing that small thing that went wrong and forget about all the positive things that happen all day long or that goes on every day in your life.
And our 11th point is the hard to speaking up or out of fear.
Going back to the class example,
basically. So we hope that these examples and these points help you with your kind of point out the self or lack of self-love that you have.
So this video is dedicated to helping you realize if you're lacking self-love. If any of these points resonates with you or what's happening currently in your life, it is a eye-opening moment for you to realize maybe you lack self-love and you need to start taking actions. And the first step in improvement and self-growth is realizing there's a problem and accepting that there needs to be change. So this video should be an eye-opening moment of, okay, maybe I might be lacking self-confidence in this area of my life. So stay tuned and subscribe so we can help you out and improving your self-love.
Yay. And also, don't see it as if you have to check all those boxes before you start realizing that you have a lack of self-love, because that might be a little bit too late. So which you can just, even if you have one or two things that you tend to see in your own life, work on those and see how you can improve yourself, and stay tuned, like my sister says.
There's always room for improvement. You just have to seek it out.
Thank you all so much for watching.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and
share.
Comment and share. And stay tuned for our future videos to help you improve your life and help you grow as a person and become the best version of yourself.
Bye, everyone.